E60. Brought to you by the 2011 Lincoln MKX.
There's a backyard in Miami that's the Roman Coliseum of bare knuckle fighting. It belongs to a fighter and a promoter named Dada 5000. And he looks like he just took the red eye in from ancient Sparta. I mean, he's 6'4", he's 250 pounds, and he's really like Kimbo Slice V2.
So this is like Clint Eastwood, bare knuckle fighting.
You're not gonna hear anything like it this side of a prison yard. When we went down there to see it for ourselves, I couldn't believe what it was like to be inches away from that ring, seeing teeth flying, getting blood on you, and seeing just how people bring their kids, their dates. It's arguably the biggest backyard in America doing of its kind. Not far from the glamour of South Beach, in an out-of-the-way corner of Miami, is a sunburned patch of land known to fight fanatics as America's mecca of backyard brawling.
You can fight here in this backyard, in this 12 by 12, you can fight anywhere. No gloves, no rounds, no time limit. May the best man wins.
It's primal, raw, violent. It's also illegal. Holding, promoting, or sponsoring an unsanctioned fight is a third-degree felony, punishable by up to 5 years in prison.
It's illegal. These are not sanctioned events. But at the same time, there's really no police presence.
The organized mayhem has captivated spectators by the hundreds and online viewers by the millions, turning backyard fighting into a phenomenon.
These guys are nuts. Why are they doing this? It's crazy. Guys are fighting one another and there's no medicals being done. They're unsafe.
I admire their toughness, but there is danger involved, especially when you have two guys who don't quite know what they're doing.
Either D.I.E. or leave on motherfucking I.V.
At the center of it all is Dada 5000, a 6'3", 275-pound former guidance counselor. The 33-year-old may be the most influential promoter of underground fighting in the country.
The guy is just tenacious. I mean, I described him as the Don King of the ghetto.
We have Clint versus Big Mike, Wee Wee versus Boom Boom, Jerry versus Black Mamba. I am the matchmaker. I am the promoter, I am the referee. All of the above intertwined in one. This is business, it's not personal.
Who you with? Who you with?
The backyard is a family-run operation. At the gate on this Saturday in late February is 58-year-old Eleanor Stewart, Dada's mother, who goes by the nickname Sista.
20.
Sista collects the $20 entry fee from the hundreds of spectators who get wind of the fights Dada promotes several times a year.
The first fight he had, it didn't do well because all the money was stole off the gate to pay the fighters. So I told him, I said, well, if you have another one, have it here so I could collect your money and you could pay the fighters.
About $2,500 will be taken at the gate, covering the purse and expenses. On this day, Dada and his mother claim they won't make a penny. The fighters, meanwhile, may walk away with a bonus, a cut of the illegal bets made at ringside.
Dada 5000! This fight will end one of three ways. A person get knocked out, a person suffers an injury that safety says, hey, he cannot go on, or a person gives up. The ring is really small. You can't run around. You gotta fight. That's the purpose of it, to promote confrontation.
Dada's rules are few. No eye gouging, no groin shots, no biting.
Knockouts, blood, head kicks. It's pretty amazing.
Neighborhood pride where I'm from. You're proud when you get a Beamer for your 16th birthday or something. You know, it's not the same as here. Here they're fighting for like street cred.
This is how we do it in the hood.
In this poverty-scarred section of Perrine, Florida, Dada was born Dafir Harris in 1978. Sista, a former grade school teacher, did her best in raising him and his two brothers.
I would tell them, hey, you go out there and you do anything stupid and go to jail, don't look for me to come. And they knew I meant that.
We was called squares, mama's boys. While everybody else was stealing cars and creating mischief, you know, we stayed out of it.
But in 7th grade, Dada got into a fight. After splitting another student's head open, he was transferred to an alternative school for troubled youths. Reformed, he went on to graduate from high school in 1997. In 2005, he earned a degree in education from Barry University. A year later, Dada was introduced to the world of street fighting when he was hired as a bodyguard by his high school classmate, Kevin Ferguson, also known as Kimbo Slice. Dada watched Kimbo make a name for himself on the internet as a street fighter in southern Florida. But the fights were only attended by a handful of gamblers wagering on the outcome.
They started something, but they left it incomplete. There was still a big demand for this. And I'm gonna give other individuals who feel like they could be the next Kimbo an opportunity.
Dada has taken it to a whole nother level where he makes it an actual event. You have anywhere between 100 to 150 people showing up at his house to watch 6 bouts.
In June of 2007, Dada, then 29, started building an empire in his bloodstained backyard. He promoted through flyers, text messages, and word of mouth. Videos from his fights drew millions of viewers on the web. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen in your own backyard?
I saw a nose get flipped over and just was hanging on by the skin.
Kind of thought I was going to be prepared for what was going to go on, but I still ended up like being shocked.
He got pretty deep.
And then you see the blood flying and faces are disfigured. You're kind of like wondering if you're watching like some gladiator match.
Last October, police responded to calls about fighting in the backyard, saw the ring still standing, and warned Dada that he risked arrest if he staged another event. The Miami-Dade Police Department declined E60's request for an on-camera interview.
The police just feel that they have more important things to worry about. They seem to turn a blind eye to it.
Cops passed by like it wasn't nothing. If they don't have no complaints, they're not gonna come open Pandora's box. I'm gonna be honest with you, I come from Perrine. You know, and at the end of the day, you know, I'm not gonna easily be that deterred away from certain things. If you don't go hard, there's only one other place for you to go, and that's home. This is a straight hands bout between Boom Boom.
On this day in February, Dada has booked a fan favorite, Boom Boom.
I'm a champ without a belt. Down the road, I might get a big fight, maybe like Kimbo got, you know?
At 42, the 5'7", 147-pound Boom Boom has fought twice before for Dada and won. Today's opponent outweighs him by more than 60 pounds.
I've been getting in trouble since 1988. I would rob people. I've stole cars. I beat cops up. I went to prison. In 2007, I had enough of that thug life. Make your boxing stand. You know what I showed you? Gave my life to Christ. I enjoy fighting. I enjoy taking care of my family. That's the only 2 things I do now.
Boom Boom flattened his opponent in less than 6 minutes. Dada paid him $1,500 for the win, more than he makes in a month at the pizzeria.
Who's next? That's what I want to know. Who's next? Wherever, Vegas, whatever, we'll go.
Level, you've come out of this backyard.
How did the backyard elevate your fighting?
Well, the backyard helped me get known on YouTube. It got really big when I started over here with Dada. It helped me get like a professional contract.
The person on my left is throwing hands and kicks. The person on my right is only throwing hands.
For the next bout, Dada has booked amateur boxer Joey Diaz. The 27-year-old truck driver has fought here once before and lost. Today, he'll face an MMA specialist. Diaz's wife is not here. He doesn't allow her to attend.
She hates it. She begs me not to fight. She don't like the backyard at all. But I just like fighting. In the street sometimes you're fighting and somebody takes out a stick or takes out a gun, takes out a knife. This is me on this side, this is the other gentleman. I prefer doing it in an organized way. I don't do it for the money. I looked at this as an opportunity to get the exposure.
Diaz was knocked out 4 minutes and 29 seconds into the fight. Friends took him to the hospital, where a CAT scan revealed a concussion. Dada paid him $100 in the loss. Diaz has no health insurance. His hospital bill totaled $6,522. Joey Diaz may not have a backyard to return to. Police, state athletic authorities, and pro promoters are pushing Dada out of the business of backyard brawling. He says this, his 21st backyard fight in February, is his last, for now.
It's a good chance that when these individuals get inside this ring, they're not gonna get out how they went in. But these are the sacrifices that they pay, that they're willing to risk for a taste of glory, for a taste of